Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy KingMo back with another video. I am honestly, guys, I am shocked with the amount of support that I've been getting on these videos. My sub count is flying up, and I just want to thank you guys so much for this opportunity to be able to talk to you guys through video or stream. And honestly, it's just like a dream come true at this point, even though I haven't achieved anything really yet in terms of you know, a big milestone. Obviously the amount of subs I have right now, which is very good, and I'm very grateful for it, but in terms of overall YouTube success, I'm not really there at all. So I just want to thank you guys for the support and sticking by me, even though I don't have the numbers and the fame and this, that and the other. I really do appreciate everyone's support. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, then please do leave a little subscribe. It takes 2 seconds, and if you decide, you know what, I don't want to be subscribed to this guy anymore, you can easily just unsubscribe in the future and I'll be okay with it. But for the meantime, if you are watching this video, you know, you might as well just drop a little subscribe. You might as well, especially if you watch more than one of my videos and you're not subscribed, you might as well just do it. But anyway, enough of the rambling. Before I get into it quickly, just as well, leave a little like, little comment down below what you want to see next. If you guys do have any suggestions for videos, for content, let me know in the comments, man. The comment section is there for a reason. Just give me some feedback of what you want. And yeah, so this video here is going to be a best players in each position icons edition. Now I think I've done 2 videos of this for normal players, but I want to do one for icons as well, because there are a lot of good icons in the game, and I feel like people are kind of just thinking, if it's not like the top tier meta like Pele and R9, then I don't want an icon. But at the same time, there are a lot of good icons that are not necessarily those type of prices, you know. So guys, if you are thinking of buying an icon in the future, and you do find an icon that you want to use, then go ahead and do it, man, because honestly all the icons I'm going to give you guys in this video are very good. This is for all price ranges as well. This is for people who have like 5 million, 10 million, or this is for people who even have like 500k, 400k, 300k. So let's just get straight into it. I appreciate all the support, and yeah, let's go. So we're going to start off with the defenders, guys. So in terms of defenders, I think this is probably the least pool of players that you can get that are actually very good in the game. I think you can get a lot of different players and different versions of players as well. So for example, Petr Cech, you can get mid Petr Cech, you can get prime Petr Cech, for example. As long as the player's here, I will tell you guys what version is good and what version is not very good. But in the meantime, I might as well just go through all the players now. So Petr Cech, I think he's the best goalkeeper in this game. Every time I play him, he's just incredible to play against. So I think Petr Cech is the best keeper in this game. I think mid or prime, both of them are good. Roberto Carlos, I think he is the best icon left back in the game by far. I think any version of Roberto Carlos is good as well. I think mid, baby, prime, I think they're all very good. Same as Zambrotta. I think Zambrotta has a very good card this year, especially because of his just high defensive stats for a fullback. He's not very expensive as well, so if you guys want to get his baby, his mid, his prime, then you can go for it as well, because I think every version of Zambrotta is good. I think they are pretty similar as well. Another player who's good in every single version is probably Rio Ferdinand. Now Rio Ferdinand mid was in the icon swaps last season, and he is a very good centre back. Also the prime is good, and the baby is very good as well. So I think Rio Ferdinand is a very strong option for centre back icon. Cafu, any version of Cafu is good. I have his baby right now, and I've played nearly 500 games with Cafu baby, and I still have him because he's just amazing. Any version of Cafu is good. I think he's a very good right back. Same as Philipp Lahm. Philipp Lahm has 3 very good versions this year: left back, CDM, and right back. His CDM is going to be in the midfielder part of the video, so it's not really a spoiler because you're going to see anyway. But yeah, so Philipp Lahm, I think he's class. Desai, again, any version of Desai is good this year. You know, you can get his CDM version and play him as a CDM and then put him centre back in game if you really want to. Maldini, again, every single version of Maldini is good. His mid, his baby, his prime, I think they're all very good players. Same as Carlos Alberto. I think his baby centre back is very good, and obviously both his right back versions, his mid and prime, are very good as well. Cannavaro, I've played nearly 300 games with him. He's one of my favorite centre backs in this game that I've used. I think he's very, very good because of the pace he gives. I think only the baby Cannavaro is the best Cannavaro by far. I don't think his mid or prime are as good as the baby because they don't have enough pace. So you guys might need to watch out with Cannavaro. If you guys are thinking of getting Cannavaro, get his baby rather than his prime or mid. And Schmeichel, I think Schmeichel is the second best icon keeper. I've had Van der Sar, so before people start saying, oh my god, Van der Sar in the comments, I've had Van der Sar and he was horrible. So Schmeichel, I think every time I play against Schmeichel, he's unreal. So I think Schmeichel is probably the second best icon keeper in this team. And yeah, so that's the defenders list for you guys. I don't really want to drag on this video too long, so I'm kind of just going through kind of briefly, but you guys can see the icons. Practically all of the players here you can use any version of apart from Cannavaro. So yeah, on to the next set. The next set is going to be midfielders. Now, as you can see, there's a lot more midfielders. So I'm going to start from the bench. So the bench, there are quite a few cheap options that you can use. So, for example, a prime Schweinsteiger, a mid Seedorf, a baby Blanc, and a baby Okocha. Now, these midfielders are very, very good. They're not as expensive as the ones here, like Ronaldinho, Vieira, this, that, and the other. But these guys are very good centre mids or wingers. Obviously, Okocha's a winger in this game. I think they're very, very cheap, obviously, because you know, their baby and mids, they're not really like the best. And Schweinsteiger isn't really the most expensive prime icon as well. And if you look at his stats, I think he's very, very effective in what he has to do. If you play him as a defensive mid, you won't really necessarily need too much pace. So I think these four here are very good, cheaper options. You know, I think Mateus is probably one of the best centre mids in this game, so I think any version of Mateus is good as well. Mid, baby, prime, I think all versions are very solid. Zidane, I think Zidane as well, mid, baby, prime, all very, very solid options. Sorry about that. Very, very solid options. Kaká, I think I only recommend prime Kaká. I don't think his mid or baby are good enough in this meta, but I think his prime one is still good. Xavi was one of my favorite centre mids last year, and this year is still very, very good. I think only the prime is good this year, whereas last year I think the baby was very good as well. But I think prime Xavi is very good this year. Maradona as well, of course, Maradona will be good. Any version of him is good. Like I said before, Philipp Lahm is one of the best DMs in this game. I've used him about 2 months ago and he was amazing. If you want to have a comparison with Lahm, I think you should probably compare him to Kante, just the way he plays in game. So I think Lahm and Kante are pretty similar. I think Lahm just has better passing, where Kante has better physical. Hullet, I've played nearly 40 games with Hullet now. I've got him on tradable, luckily, in the icon pack. But yeah, I think Hullet is one of the best centre mids in this game as well. He's always been one of the best centre mids in FIFA for the last, I don't know, like last 7 years in FIFA. Essien is a very good option as well. I would recommend Essien's baby or prime. I wouldn't recommend his mid because his mid is too slow. So if you are going to look for an Essien, make sure you go for the prime or the baby. I think Essien is going to get an SBC soon as well, so that's very, very good. And then Nedved, people don't really understand Nedved because he's obviously the 85 pace left mid, but I would use him as a centre mid in like a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. If you guys are looking for a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow centre mid who's like more attacking, like, you know, more attacking minded, then I think Nedved is a very, very good option. Ronaldinho, of course, Ronaldinho is very good. I wouldn't recommend Ronaldinho's baby. I think he's too slow. 80 pace right now for a cam is not very good, but Ronaldinho mid or prime, very, very good. And then Vieira, of course, Vieira is going to be here. I think I've used Vieira's mid and I did like him. I think Vieira this year is not as good as last year, but I think he is still good enough to play. I think mid and prime are very good. I don't know about the baby because of his dribbling stats, but mid and prime I know for sure are very, very good. And yeah, so that's the midfielders here, guys. The midfielders here, there's a lot of options, cheaper options here on the bench, more expensive options here. So it's up to you what you guys want to go for. These are the ones I recommend, and I will see you in the attackers. So here we are in the attackers team, and as you can see, I know you guys straight away you're looking at the strike force. You're just looking at this and you're like, oh no, what's the point of me even watching this video? There's too many attacking options, but that are just too much. But there's a lot of cheaper options as well. So for example, these three here, you got Zola, you got Hernandez, and you got Del Piero. Now these three are very, very good cheap options for icons. I think my favorite out of the three is Zola. I think Zola's a very, very good icon this year. I've loved him at the start of the game. I had him, and he was amazing. I think he was literally the reason why I was so good at the start, because of him. Because I had him and Mane up front at one point in Foot Champs at the start of the game, and he was honestly unreal. He's got very good pace. Even now, he's still got very good pace. His finishing is very good. Passing is good. Dribbling is fantastic. Like, I think he's just a very good all-round player. Same as Hernandez. If you want to get him behind striker, then you got yourself a good getting behind striker, good dribbling, good shooting, and good pace. I think that you can't really go wrong with Hernandez, to be honest. And same as Del Piero, 5-star weak foot with amazing dribbling, shooting, passing, pace. He'll be a very, very good cam for you, or secondary striker. I think Del Piero is a very good choice this year. Then we got the statue himself, Butragueño. Butragueño does look like a statue, guys. He does look like a statue, but he is one of the most OP players in this game. He's so small, very hard to tackle. I think every single version of Butragueño is good. So his base, his mid, and his prime. I mean, look at the stats. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. You know, the shooting, the pace, the dribbling. It's what you need. 5-star weak foot. It's what you need in a striker. So I really recommend Butragueño. Garrincha, any version of Garrincha, baby, mid, prime, they're all very, very good. They all have the same pace, which is kind of weird, but obviously the shooting gets boosted a lot as you go up in the versions, and same as the passing. So I would recommend any version. And then we get into the obviously the big players. So Ronaldinho, of course, no surprise there. I think the mid and the prime are the best. Cantona, I really do like Cantona. I think Cantona is a very good player, but his mid, do not get his mid, guys. I think the best version of Cantona is probably his prime, followed by his baby. I think his baby is very, very good. Not as good as the prime, but I think he is very, very good. So if you guys do want to get a baby Cantona, then you can. Dalglish, I think Dalglish is very good all-round 5-star weak foot with great finishing, dribbling, pace. I think the best version of Dalglish, again, is all three versions. I think all three versions are very good. So you can get the baby, the mid, or the prime. I think they're all very good in this game. George Best, a very good player in this game as well. I had his mid, but then I put him into an SBC. That's got nothing to do with his ability. It's just because I'm probably never going to use him. So yeah, George Best is a very good player. He's been good in FIFA for the last how many years? I don't even know. But honestly, George Best is very good. I would give him, I think all of his versions, to be fair, I think all his versions, his baby, mid, prime, they're all very, very good. Very good wide player as well. Eto's a very good player this year. He's a new icon. But yeah, very good player. He was last year as well. So FIFA 21 he was good as well. But this year he is a bit different because he's just got that body type. It kind of makes it hard to tackle him. And if you match his body type with his dribbling, with his shooting and his pace, he's literally just like an Mbappe, but with 4-star, you know. But yeah, I think all versions of Eto are good as well. Baby, mid, prime, I think all versions are good. Then we got Stoichkov. Now Stoichkov is one of my favorite icons in this game. I had his left wing, which is his mid, and I think he was honestly unreal. So I would recommend both mid, prime, and his baby actually as well. His baby's still very, very good till this day. And guys, if you want to wait for a moment Stoichkov, he is going to get a 4-star week for upgrade. So if you guys do want to wait, if you guys have the coins and want to wait for Stoichkov, he's going to get 4-star guys. So he will be very, very good in game. Cruyff, of course, Cruyff. I have baby Cruyff. I've used him for almost 500 games. He is the best player I've used in this game. You know, I think every version of Cruyff is good regardless, so obviously that's a no-brainer there. Same as this guy, Eusebio, man. This guy is literally just the best, one of the best attackers in this game. So hard to tackle, so quick, strong, both-footed. You can literally do anything with him. So I recommend Eusebio every version, mid, baby, prime. All versions of him are fantastic. Puskas, I think Puskas is a very good player as well, because he's so small and so strong. It kind of makes it hard to tackle him, especially with the body type as well. And yeah, so I think Puskas, look, perfect shooting pretty much. When he gets that moments card, he's gonna have 99 shooting. But guys, this is the big reveal. If you guys are not active on Twitter, then you might not know about the leaks. Puskas moments card has been leaked to be a 5-star skiller. He's going to be 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. You heard, let me say that again, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot Puskas. So just stay tuned for Puskas, guys, because he is going to be one of the best players in this game for sure. So if you want to save up for his moments card, then go ahead. And then we got the two biggest no-brainers, Pele and R9. They're just the best attackers in this game by far. I think R9, only the mid and prime are good. I had his baby before. That was 4-star, and he just wasn't good. He felt a bit stiff. But yeah, the mid and the prime R9 are just ridiculously good. Like, they're just top tier, out of this world. And then you got Pele, who every version of him is amazing as well. So yeah, guys, I mean, these are no-brainers, these front two here. But if you guys did enjoy this icon video, then please do leave a like. Subscribe as well if you guys are new. Comment down below what you want to see next. I'm up for anything that you guys suggest, so just let me know. And yeah, on the road to 500 subscribers. I hope to see you guys soon, and peace out.